2:14
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
शीतोष्णः सुखदुःखदाः
शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः
आगमापायिनो नित्याः
आगमापायिनो नित्याः
तां तितिक्षस्व भारत
तां तितिक्षस्व भारत
2:14:1 The meaning of the words of the shloka. Matra sparshastu, that is matra sparshaha plus tu. Matra sparshaha, the contact of the sense organs with sense objects. Tu, an interjection. Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, Arjuna. Shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha, gives heat and cold and pain and pleasure. Agamapayino nityastam stidikshasva, that is agamapayinaha plus anityaha plus tan plus stidikshasvaha. Agamapayinaha, those that come and go. Anityaha, impermanent. Tan, them. Tidikshasva, endure. Bharata, O Arjuna. 2:14:2 The meaning of the shloka. O son of Kunti, the contacts of the sense organs with sense objects give rise to the feeling of cold and heat and pain and pleasure. They come and go and are impermanent. Therefore, O Arjuna, learn to endure them. 2:14:3 Bhashya.
मात्राः आभिः मीयन्ते शब्दादयः इति श्रोत्रादीनि इन्द्रियाणि मात्राणां स्पर्शाः शब्दादिभिः संयोगाः ते शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः शीतम् उष्णं सुखं दुःखं च प्रयच्छन्ति इति अथवा स्पृश्यन्ते इति स्पर्शाः विषयाः शब्दादयः मात्राः च स्पर्शाः च शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः शीतं कदाचित् सुखं कदाचित् दुःखं तथा उष्णमपि अनियतरूपं सुखदुःखे पुनः नियतरूपे यतः न व्यभिचरतः अतः ताभ्यां पृथक् शीतोष्णयोः ग्रहणं यस्माद् ते मात्रास्पर्शादयः आगमापायिनः आगमापायशीलाः तस्माद् अनित्याः अतः तान् शीतोष्णादीन् तितिक्षस्व प्रसहस्व तेषु हर्षं विषादं च मा कार्षीः इत्यर्थः.
Translation. Matra is that with which the objects of the senses like sound, sight, smell, etc. are measured or known. In other words, they are the sense organs like ear, the touch, sparsha, etc. The joining of that with the objects is matra sparshaha. They are shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha, meaning give rise to cold and heat and pleasure and pain. Or another way of deriving the meaning is to take sparsha as that which is touched by the sense objects like sound, etc., and matra as the sense organs. They give cold and heat and pleasure and pain. Cold is sometimes pleasurable and at others painful. Similarly, heat is also of uncertain effect. But the effects of pleasure and pain are certain. They do not change. That is why they are mentioned separately from cold and heat. Because they are agamapayinaha, or they have the habit of coming and going, they are impermanent. Therefore, endure them, cold and heat, etc., well, meaning neither rejoice nor feel sad by them. 2:14:4 Explanation. Matra is the unit of measurement. A footnote here, let us not miss the parallel with meter. Could matra be the origin of the word? Footnote ends. The objects of the senses like smell, sound, taste, etc. are measured or known by the sense organs like nose, ears, tongue, etc. Hence the word applies to them. Sense perception comes about by their coming into contact with the objects or matra sparshaha. The experience we get out of sense perception do not last. Cold and heat are given as two examples of that experience. They are not only transitory, but also uncertain. What is felt to be cold at one time may be warm at another. When you take a plunge into the sea, it may be cold, but often the same water seems comfortable after a while. Besides, what may be cold to one may be warm to another. But pleasure and pain are certain, though still transitory. What is felt favorable will not be felt as pain, and vice versa. But what is favorable at one time and to one person may be felt unfavorable at another time or by another person. 2.14.5 Thus all these experiences are relative. These dualities need each other for their existence. If there is no happiness, sorrow will not be felt. Bhagavan is asking Arjuna to endure them. Tidiksha is forbearance. Viveka Chudamani by Shankaracharya says in verse 24, Sahanam sarvadukhanam apratikara purvakam chinta vilaparahidam tidiksha sa shubhamada. The real tidiksha is the ability to endure all pain without vengeance or feeling of sorrow. For the spiritual aspirant, this is one of the most necessary assets. Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Sara Sangraham, that is by the same author, says in verse 142, Sadhaneshwapi sarveshu tidikshottama sadhanam. Among all observances, tidiksha is the best. Forbearance comes out of the knowledge that all the dualities affect only the gross body and that the changeless self is free from it. 2.14.6 Arjuna is addressed first as the son of Kunti and later as Bharata. The last means of the dynasty of Bharata. Footnote: Bharata is the ancient king whose descendants formed the Kuru dynasty, to which Arjuna and others belong. That is not the only sense in which Bhagavan uses the name. The root bha means light. The one who does rati or rejoices in the light of knowledge is Bharata. Bha can be interpreted to mean the ultimate knowledge or knowledge of the self. Bhagavan enjoins upon Arjuna to have forbearance if he is a true Bharata. The one who is bound by dualities like pleasure and pain and cold and heat can never aspire for knowledge of the self. 2.14.7 Bhashya
शीतोष्णादीन् सहतः किं स्याद् इति शृणु.
Translation: What is the benefit for the person who endures cold and heat and pleasure and pain? Listen to the next verse.